Well, welcome back, everybody, to what will be the very last FMP of 2015. Now, I don't have any heads-up camera today or anything special, mainly because my office is in total disarray. My home studio here, where I normally shoot the FMP, is under reconstruction. As we look to next year, I'm trying to put some stuff together and get things kind of reorganized so that we can start the year off right, and I'm making adjustments this year based off what happened this year, in the hopes that we can constantly improve the quality of the content as well as the production value of what I try and deliver to you each and every week. And whether that be something that you're paying for, like a 12-week transformation program or a war room, or whether it's something that you get for free every single week like this video, I just want to make sure that I'm delivering to you the absolute best quality product that I can. And so with that said, I thought that we would take some time, because there's no real sense in trading next week. Next week is our office is closed down. We tell all of our clients not to trade because we're coming into Christmas. And right after Christmas, you're going to have New Year's, and while the markets will certainly be open some of those days, the likelihood of those being good markets with good solid moves, with lots of liquidity, is going to be very slim. And what I tell my traders is you have to think about this in terms of your own life. You know, you're taking off of work and having a holiday, and you're spending your time with friends and family, and you're kind of trying to clean up all the last little bits and pieces of your year and all of the things that are involved with that before you take off for the Christmas holiday and New Year's holiday. And although there are some work days in between there's really not anything that you're doing. You're just kind of trying to get things ready to go. And traders are doing that same thing. Professional traders are looking at their year, and they're looking at whether they're positive or whether they're negative, and they're saying to themselves, well, what I need to be doing is clearing off positions or taking my profits or cutting my losses, and nobody's really in a very excited mood to put on really big trading positions this time of year. That makes the market very thin, and it makes the market susceptible to really wild swings for no apparent reason. It also allows anybody who is still trading or who is still managing a desk to push the market around pretty easily. And that makes for really tough trading, especially when you focused on structure trading like we are. So we just simply tell traders, you know what? This year is over. It's time to start looking at last year. And as we come into the holidays, and especially as we roll into New Year's, you're going to start assessing where you've been and what you've done over the last 12 months. And I did something really interesting at the beginning of this year. It's something that some of you know about because we've talked about it, but others of you maybe don't know. And so I want to share with you a little bit about it. The idea came from a lot of people who had been emailing me and questioning me and saying, hey, you know what, Jason, what could we do to kind of get to kind of see over your shoulder, to trade alongside of you and trade with you, and to see what you do, and what would that cost, and what would I have to do to come out and see you and trade with you every day? And I said, well, I think that if you did that, number one, you'd be disappointed because I run Trade Empowered, and that takes up a huge portion of my day. And my actual window for trading is only a few narrow hours in the morning. I said, secondly, it's going to be very expensive for you because if I'm going to take out my entire day for an entire week or 2 weeks or whatever the case may be to do nothing but work with you one-on-one, that's going to be an expensive proposition. But I got enough questions about it, that I started saying to myself, well, is there something that I can do? Is there some way to kind of have traders look over my shoulder for me to be able to trade every day and for them to see exactly what I'm doing and for them to essentially live a year as a trader, to watch the highs and the lows, to see the 600 pip weeks and also see the months that you might go without making any money? And kind of give someone the opportunity to see something that they've never seen before. And we started this in January, and we've been doing it for the past year. And Akil and I have been trading every morning, and we've been placing our trades. And every morning I come in, and we call it War Room. It's part of the Syndicate program that we run. And every morning I come in War Room and spend 5 to 15 minutes with everyone, showing them exactly what I'm doing. and I show them, and we have a special software that we use that we display all of the trades that we take and the entries and exits so that you can kind of follow along. So you can see the trades that we're having, so you can hear about what we're doing every single day, and you can see it all happen in real time. Now, this does a couple of things for us. Number one is it allows you to see and for us to be very transparent about what's happening, what trades are being taken, when they're being taken, and what the results of those are. But you also get to come in every morning and you get to work and talk and listen to me talk to you about what's happening in the market and about what's going on with our trading accounts. And I want to show you what's happened or what's transpired over that last 12 months. Let me grab the equity curve here that we have. And it is right here. Let me just blow this up real big so that you can see it. And you can see this is an entire 52 weeks. So every single one of these little numbers down here represents a week. And as you can see, we started off in January. The first week in January, when we got back, we took a little bit of a loss. And then we had a nice little pop. And wouldn't you know it, we just continued to rally. Everything went beautifully. We rallied over 1,000 pips within the first 10 weeks. And then by the time we got to 20 weeks, we had accumulated over 2,000 pips in total return. Now, to give you an idea of the way we trade this, we trade always based off of 2 mini lots. So that means every pip is worth $2. So if you're looking at over 2,000 pips at $2 a pip, that's a little over $4,000 in return. Now, the nice thing about this, or the really cool thing about this is, we don't use any money management. We don't do anything like that. And we base this off of a $10,000 account. So if you were trading maybe a $5,000 account, maybe you would want to trade 1 mini lot instead of 2. But let's assume for the sake of argument that this is based on a $10,000 account. Well, that means by the 21st week of this year, we had amassed over a 40% return. And the year wasn't even half over yet. Let me close some of this stuff down because it's bugging me that this stuff keeps popping up. We don't need all that stuff up. All right, that ought to do it. Now back to the business. Well, let's try this. There we go. Now we're back to it. All right. So we had generated already over a 40% return just in the first 21 weeks of trading, and everything seemed like it was going great. And then we started to roll into the summer months, and I warned everyone going into the summer months. I said it's always a toss-up. We never know whether we're going to make any money during the summer. Some months it's good, some months it's bad. And we went from month 21 until month 41, or I'm sorry, week 21. That is 20 solid weeks this year without making a single new structure high. Just trading down, 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 down. Every week it was, hey, if we made a little bit of money, the next week we gave it back. We make a little bit of money, the next week we give it back. We trade sideways. We give it back again. We finally get a little bit of momentum and start to act like we're going to come out of our drawdown, and boom, we're right back into it. And every week I would come in and I would tell everybody, this is trading. Being consistent, generating consistent returns doesn't mean that you generate 100 pips every week, like, not without fail. What it means is every single day you're coming into the market and you are trading your plan and you are getting every available pip that your system will allow you to get in the market that you're trading in. And for 20 solid weeks of this year, we didn't make a single dollar, not one. And then on week 43, we broke out. New structure highs up to 3,000 pips. We got all the way up to about 3,500 pips, not quite that much, and then we started to trail off here towards the end of the year as we got into Thanksgiving and the market got thin again. Now, in total, we generated around 3,200 pips, about a 65% return. Inside of that 65% return, we had a total drawdown of about 10%. Now, here's the funny thing about the Syndicate. The Syndicate is not a signal service. It's not a thing that you join because you want to take the trades that we're taking and you want to do a follow-along service with us. That's not why I created it. That's not why Akil and I spend so much time with you in there every single day. What I wanted to do was I wanted to show you from start to finish, an entire year, every trade taken, the highs and the lows, When we lost hundreds of pips during a week, there was no way to hide it. I had to come in the morning and I had to talk about it. And I had to share with you, and you got to see all of the frustration as we went through the summer months and we couldn't find any profit. But I didn't change our systems. We didn't change our strategies. We just continued to trade through the drawdown. And it's easy to do that, guys. It's very easy to do that when that drawdown lasts a week. It's easy to do it if it lasts 2 weeks. Some people can even do it if it lasts a month. We went 21 weeks without a new structure high, without profit to show. Can you do that? Do you have a trading plan that you're confident enough in that you can take a 21-week sideways channel and then still continue to trade the same plan so that you can see the explosion, so you can see the upward move, you can see the breakout into new equity highs? You see, most people are fine when it's this kind of trading. Oh, a little week down, and then we're up again. Oh, then a little sideways week. Oh, then we're up again. Oh, then a little sideways week. Then we're up again. It's this in here, when we get into the sideways channel, that nobody can seem to master. It's this little area here that unfortunately kills 90% of traders. And if you can't come through this, you'll never get to see this. That's why I started this program. I couldn't be more excited about how this program has turned out. And for those of you who have been with me since the beginning of the year, you have seen it all. You've had the opportunity to experience an entire year of trading with us. The highs, the lows, what it takes to be consistently profitable. You get to see me every day in the war room talking about the trades, explaining what I'm doing, explaining what I'm looking at and why. It's the closest thing that you are ever going to get to seeing over a professional trader's shoulders unless you actually go to a prop firm or a hedge fund to trade. And this is what I want to do. In January, here's the thing. Starting January 4th, which is when we come back from break, it's the first Monday after New Year's. Everything that you see in front of you here, this beautiful equity curve, it doesn't mean anything. Actually, it's not really a beautiful equity curve. It's a normal equity curve. But this equity curve means nothing. The 65% that we produced in 2015 doesn't mean anything. We're going to start over at zero again. And we're going to spend the next 12 months doing the exact same thing that we did this year. And I want to invite you to join me to do that. So if this year didn't turn out the way that you expected it to, if you didn't get and you didn't see the type of returns that you wanted, then I want to invite you to come and spend a year with us. The beautiful part about this program is that when you sign up for a year, you get it at half price. That's about $300 for the entire year, a little less than $300. Do something different this year. If 2016 is going to be the year where you change your trading and you put yourself on a footing and you start to do the things that I talk about day in and day out in the Syndicate, then give yourself the gift that is being able to look over someone's shoulder as they do this day in and day out every single day. I promise you, the value and the insights that you are going to get from this program will do wonders for your trading. Will do wonders for your understanding and your confidence when you enter the market every day. And so I'm giving you a special link. It's underneath the video. I think I'm also going to have a pop-up that comes up here on the screen that you can click on it, and you can go and you can sign up for a year. And starting January 4th, we're going to kick this back off. With that said, guys, I want to wish you wealth, health, and happiness. Have a wonderful Christmas and New Year's, and I will see you back here very soon for another FMP. Until then, good luck, good trading. I'll talk to you then.